This song is dedicated to Art Nyman. And the motto is, you can do anything you want, but you can't do just anything. And the interpretation is, it's hard to imagine that it's flawed in any way. Whatever we do to each other here on Earth, and there are a lot of mistakes, and there is a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, and it's right that we spend most of our time wishing it were a lot different. But still, in the larger sense, there can't be any mistakes, so you can do anything you want. But in the sense where we are, you can't come into my jewelry store on a Thursday afternoon and start breaking up the beautiful glassware and the beautiful dishes just to make a sound. I mean, in the sense where we are, you can't do just anything. These are songs about the Corn Belt, some of the people in it, or on it.
Gwen works at the bank. That's her job. Mostly she helps people count their money. She likes it.
But today's her wedding, and she leaves home at 5 in the morning, down the stairs, out the door, off the porch, around the corner, and here we are with the motor running. Where does she think they think she's going at 5 in the morning, in case they didn't know, with Ed and Dwayne and me in the car, and this car is full of holes. You don't borrow the family car when you leave in the dark, even if you are going to Indiana. So today, leave in the dark, car full of holes, no destination or flowers or ring. Ed and Gwen in the front seat, and Dwayne and me in the back. If they are engaged at some place in the middle of the night that only they can know, and they bury their tracks, that's love. I'm sure it's night, the engagement. Starry skies is where it takes, and he's no fool. Now one hand on the wheel and the other in Gwen's lap. He drives us toward an understanding. I wish to do that one more time. This time to be with Ed and Gwen. They want to get married and they asked me to come along. And I know the reasons why. Ed admires me. I am the captain of the football team. I listen. We speak about theosophy and eating only vegetables. Also, my sister and Ed's friend, the nameless one, work out in the basement of the house we use for services on Sunday. Soyburgers and Atlantis are the themes. Soyburger dreams of a lost civilization are my fate. We are drawn together in the dream. Well, actually, Ed, I think I'm just the shadow of the dream. It changes, right? And so cosmic is the scale that just a glimpse is all it takes to break my heart. When he elopes. She calls the bank manager the night before and tells him that tomorrow won't be just another day. She tells him that she's feeling sick, or rather, feels a sickness coming on. Even the bank manager gets it then. She wants to take a day off from work. She wants to begin in a car full of holes, just like the one parked there in the sideshow yard to represent the point of exit for some gang or other. Ma Barker and the boys. For the true believers in the people's men and women of the car, the myth of the limo. The seat just stained with some sort of stuff. This is scary for the kids who've seen him rolling in the dust for Jesus. Except that in Ed's car, the holes are in the bottom, not in the doors and windows. So here we are in May on our way to Indiana. Ed and Gwen in front, the lovers, and in back, Dwayne and me. Gwen, I understand now, and I need forgiveness. Well, actually, all I need is another chance, if that's not asking too much. This time, there is no fear, no shame, no caution. My heart is so full there in the back seat with Dwayne. This time, I throw myself at the feet of your recklessness. I learned, finally, that's something, and I give the blessing. At this point, Gwen, heedless, usually a queen, the raw family of nerve, turns on the auto radio to get a song. Click.
I love to you like an old-time melody. I love to you like a dot-dot-dot symphony.
Music bringing back a memory because the time stops. Another treasury. I say,
Oh my,
I say,
what a shame.
I say,
What did I do?
I say,
Who's to blame?
I say,
I love to you
and then I call your name and I say,
I would do it again.
An act of demodulation has, as you know, more than one set of consequences. Like the tiny fishes eating at the bottom of the sea, we eat the airwaves. I mean, Gwen and Ed and Dwayne and me. And in that act, we can be found, you know, or else nothing has a meaning. Short pause for thought. Our demodulation registers among the great transmitters in the east atop the giant fundamentalist hotels, where everything is black and white and checkout time is 6 a.m. And southward to the Delta, where my father said he missed school because of obligations to the state. He studied surveying with his father, whose hero was George Washington, who surveyed this land and who believed that we could not survive until we moved the capital to New Orleans. And north, too, to the river's head, where John and Babyface and all those boys and their girls wintered. And west, of course, to what dangers we have left behind, where the eddies of our demodulation fill the bank.
Around 12:45 p.m., remember that.
In the bank at that time, there's a commotion, as they say. The manager is soaking wet. The older sister of his assistant,
That by chance?
missed the dog fight with the bucket from next door and soaked him. Everybody's laughing.
That's a relief.
And it has been discovered that the money is not there. This is one consequence of our demodulation, the measured one. And the other is the song itself inside the car. Click.
You cuckoo, do you? I cuckoo for you, I cuckoo for you too. You cuckoo, do you? I cuckoo for you, I cuckoo for you too.
Segue to a firm voice that says, that was cuckoo. Short pause for thought. This little incident on the radio convinced Gwen that we were on the right track or road. She urged Ed on. Where does she think they think she's going, in case they didn't know? There's Ed and Dwayne and me in the car that's full of holes, wind, noise, in the cargo of danger. More dangerous than the danger of the road and the dangers of no destination, the dangers of the return. Gwen is so beautiful, wrapped in danger. She is wrapped in scarves against the wind and noise, and wrapped in the danger of her undertaking. When she turns to us, you can see just her eyes. When she turns to us, there is danger wrapped in scarves. There is the danger of her eyes, the danger of Wyatt is not alone with her, while Dwayne and I must be with them until the final moment when they have decided together that she is no longer with us. She is only with him, and we are with them. We go out together, the four of us, planning to change things, to rearrange things among us, so that the forever after, when I talk to Gwen or when Dwayne talks to Gwen, there will always be the scarves hiding the smiles, and no longer ever for me or Dwayne will Gwen be naked in the summer dress. When we get back from this one, those days are gone forever. The days of Gwen naked in the summer dress are gone for me and Dwayne. When we get back from this one, she will be clothed forever in scarves, and in the summer dress, she will be clothed forever. So today, we leave in the dark in the car full of holes, no destination or flowers or ring. Ed and Gwen in the front seat and Dwayne and me in the back. If they are engaged at some place in the middle of the night, that only they can know, and they have buried their tracks. That's love. A night engagement in the dark, scarves and danger. Starry skies is where it takes him. He's no fool. He knows the danger of the stars. And Atlante in return knows the danger of the stars. He has seen two of them, larger than the moon, locked in light, locked in an exchange of something. The heavens were on fire, earth shakes, enormous wind, noise. He remembers that then at that moment, which was final and inevitable. After a generation of vain hope and the smell of icons burning, we conceded. We allowed ourselves. The heavens were on fire, and there was enormous wind and noise. Two of them, larger than the moon, were locked in like, boy, that was something. Everything was scarves. No one was naked in the summer dress. And each of us turned to face someone. If there are lessons, that was the lesson. Two of them were locked in light. The heavens were on fire. Earth shakes. Enormous wind and noise. And each of us turns to someone. Turning is like see you later. See you later, perfect one. See you later, all night. Two ways of see you later. One way is see you later somewhere. See you later, Ed. See you later, Gwen. See you later, Dwayne. The other is see you later, perfect one. See you later, all night. See you later, perfect one. Take it with you. See you later, all night. How's your mom? So there is the both of them here in this wind and noise. Earth shakes in its carved holes, plows the heavens, and Gwen turns to Ed and says, see them up there locked in light. This must be it. See you later, Ed. And just slightly more, she turns to Dwayne and me and back and says, see you later all night. See you later, perfect one. Ed's car with holes plows the heavens. Now one hand on the wheel and the other in Gwen's lap. He drives us toward an understanding. I wish to do that one more time. It's time to be with Ed and Gwen. Perfect one steps down, does not take it with him. They want to marry and they ask me to come along, and I know the reasons why. Ed admires me. I am the captain of the football team. I listen. I am the audience, as in the builders, the hundreds of them, fed on garlic, wished stones in place, then polished them. Then they had an audience with the perfect one to hear him say, nice going. And they answered together as closely fitted as the stones. It was
nothing.
Another day, another garlic. It's all yours.
Now
We're going home. And among them, the builders turned to one another and said, a different kind of see you later. Not see you later, perfect one, or see you later all night. But see you later, Ed. See you later, Gwen. And back, Dwayne and I are drinking beer. Dwayne knows the dangers of the cargo and the destination. How's your mom, Dwayne? When you see her, say hello for me. Tell her, the perfect one says hi. Click.
I love you more than you could ever believe. I never would have thought there was so much love in me.
Word hard in stone is everywhere stone crumbles. Word returns to air. I say,
Oh my,
I say,
what a shame.
I say,
What did I do?
I say,
Who's to blame?
I say.
I love to you
And then I called to your name, and I say,
I would do it again.
So here we are in May on our way to Indiana. Ed and Gwen in front, the lovers, and in back, Dwayne and me. Gwen, I can love now and I need forgiveness. Well, actually, all I need is another chance, if that's not asking too much. This time there is no fear, no shame, no caution. My heart is so full there in the back seat with Dwayne. This time I throw myself at the feet of your recklessness. I learned finally that's something. And to give the blessing. What are we doing here? Next thing you know, I hear another voice say, under the eyes of God and all his messengers and the governor of the sovereign state of Indiana, who shall witness this holy thing, this matrimony, this elopement. More even holy than you think, asshole. Last night around 10:30 from the diner, she calls the bank manager at home, and predicts her own sickness. This is the legendary bedside ceremony. Clyde, I'm wounded and I see the cloud approaching, and I want that we should marry. Oh, Bonnie, I love you, I love you, I love you, and I am without regret. I say in the face of all eternity that I love you and I am without regret. But then I'm a pipe and smoking asshole. I shall witness this matrimony, this elopement. Under the eyes of God, the governor of the sovereign state of Indiana, I've come here with Dwayne, and while he's far from perfect, he is reliable. Somewhere in himself, he is pure and reckless. He is someone you can count on. And in the back seat full of holes, when Dwayne smiles, I'm not afraid. Let's get married. Oh, man. We're all separated by, quote, the space, unquote. We talk to ourselves. Does Ed's sister win? Does Ed leave win for Gwen? Is Dwayne's name Tom?
These records are hard to work with now.
What is clear is that Gwen is not involved, except that this is the day of the day she is to be married for the first time, and she's a little nervous. She sees the sickness coming. The phone call from the diner. Stay out too late as usual. Go home and go to bed at midnight, and they'll know something's up for sure. So on top of all the other things we have to do, planning, the road maps, getting somebody, where do you need a ring? There's the question, finally, where are we going? It's not as if we have a destination. Indiana, that's not a destination. Where do we stop and declare our intention? Mary Ed to Gwen over and above the fact that when we are caught, Ed balls will go for sure, and probably mine too. The captain of the football team can't just shrug his shoulders and pretend it's a coincidence that he is in Indiana when the justice of the peace asks. And who witnesses this ceremony, this elopement, this holy matrimony? I'm just there. I don't know why. I'm here to ask this question, and Ed is my friend, and Gwen is a friend of my sister, and so I say, I will, asshole, and that's the way it happens, I swear. Anyway, we know that Gwen's not guilty. She has never helped them count their money very well, but it would be stretching things to tale to think that today she is involved in a crime. What we can't figure out is where it goes or when. A large amount just disappears like magic. We're pretty sure we know the time of day, 12:45 p.m. And in the bank at that time, in addition to the silly farmers and their silly wives, there's a Mexican in a fancy suit, there's a seedy-looking man, there's the older sister of the manager's assistant, there are the lovers from the home doing business on a holiday, and there's that fight between the dogs.
Introducing Jennifer.
Jennifer dreams when she's at the window. The sun beats down on Marquette-Place, and they've got her in chains. Here in the shadow of the palms I serve. It's not bad, you know. You'll learn a lot. This man, for instance, stays close to home. See his hand, the heart is magnified. The dark one wants something of me, I can tell. The other one's a traveler. Jennifer works at the bank, that's her job. Mostly she helps people count their money.
She likes it.
In summer, when it's really hot outside, the bank is like an oasis. Underneath, what it means is what it means. What they were serving was like glue and very sweet. Smoke and the smell of coffee filled the air. I like the getting up and down part, really. Think, the closer you watch, the less you see. Jennifer dreams when she's at the window, but they all saw it. Jennifer, Kate, Ellen, Linda, and Susie.
Introducing Kate.
Kate works at the bank, that's her job. Mostly she helps people count their money.
She likes it.
Kate's the one that stays up late with the man that put the cameras in. A reader, for instance, you will lead a long and happy life. Look, the line here says you'll give yourself, heart, and soul to a guy that puts in cameras. Come on, baby, I have hours of you. You're the late show, you're the one. You've got the part, I love you, Kate, and it says here that it's time for you to love me, too. Tomorrow, put a note where I can see it say, yes, I will be yours. Hold up the sign that says I love you. Now, speaking of hold-ups, this guy has it on the tape, they say. But what? A dogfight in a bank? A Mexican? The old folks in the home? What kind of shot is this? The closer you watch, the less you see. Kate's the one that stays up late on the porch swing with the guy that put the cameras in. Between the two of them, she's seen it all. The night sky in summer and in winter, herself. Every night except for weekends, the screen test, herself. Introducing Eleanor. Eleanor works at the bank, that's her job. Mostly she helps people count their money.
She likes it.
In her mind, she's been here since the beginning. I mean, she's the first of all the girls here now. Things are much less formal than they used to be, but I think I'll always be here, at least for now. Her specialty is transferals, gold, and other valuables, including deeds. She knows it all, and I don't think she's even blonde, but then I don't come in here all that often. Last year, she had an operation of a sort, in almost middle of the night, navigating by the stars away from the tents as it should be. The captain of the football team removed her, what is that? Or maybe exchanged one thing that has no currency for another that has no currency.
Introducing Linda.
Linda works at the bank, that's her job. Mostly she helps people count their money. She likes it. Look, you'll have one child and he shall be named Junior. The line of life is protected by the line of travel. Eleanor is Linda's closest friend. They have something in common. When they're together, though, it's at a distance for them both. We measure memory in distance. That gives you something to think about. If what's remembered is more recent, is it more yours? For instance, they sold their car to a jerk that didn't pay.
Oh, Junior.
Now she's annoyed at what the fates have given her. Same old problems. Supermarket groceries, the car that needs a paint job, you have to cross the wires to start it. Oh, Junior, drive home, taking the groceries, take a nap. Where's the car that's out in front? No, that's the old one. What do you mean the old one? That's the one we sold. And what's it doing out in front? My God, I took the wrong one. The one we own now is still in the parking lot. I wonder how he got his groceries home. Her baby is named Junior Junior. Her husband is named Junior. He says football was too romantic in the old days, and he's glad they play on Sunday now. Introducing Susie. Susie works at the bank,
that's her job. Mostly she helps people count their money. She likes it.
Susie saw the dogs. Linda saw the Mexican. Kate saw the man we're calling X. Susie saw the dogs go out together. That's important. She wonders if the dogs speak Spanish, like the waiters in the Chinese restaurants in Spain. She started listening to the opera for thrills. He sings, Miss Italy, I adore you. That's what she likes, if only I could understand the words. Miss Cremona, I adore you. From the parapet I shall throw myself if our love is unrequited. I want the world to know it. I adore you. Je t'adore. Amore, love. The Mexican was like a flash of darkness against the blazing sun outside. The dogs were like a noise from Hades. The silly farmers and their wives like an Italian custard froze in the yolk. Susie's in a jet for someplace. They'll never believe this story. She saw the dogs go out together, speaking Spanish. She loved the suit. It almost didn't touch him. And she loved the light blue shoes.
Our love's supposed to burn eternally, like a fire inside, it's like to burn a hole in you.
Fire burns everything down to dust, consumes itself, captures, smothers us. I say,
Oh my,
I say,
what a
Meanwhile, let's go back in time to somewhere else. Somewhere along the trade routes in an obscure stock, the wolf composes himself. First, obligation number 1, a letter to the last landlady, who owns a charming studio with view of downtown city, privileges, utilities, transportation near, children not, okay, good for thinking. So this is it, huh? He arrived at that moment, which was final and inevitable. After a generation of vain hope and the smell of icons burning, we conceded. We allowed ourselves. The heavens were on fire, and there was enormous wind and noise. The two of them, larger than the moon, were locked in light. Boy, that was something. Everything was scarred. No one was naked in the summer dress. And each of us turned to someone, turned to face someone. If there are lessons, that was the lesson. Quote, Mrs. Romano, I have your note. My answer is a little late. I am a traveling man. You know the type, etc., etc. How's everything at home? Next year is another big one. And if I pass that, I'll live forever. Till then, there's just this machine. My books, my shirts, and me. I eat standing up. I never cook. The smell of things heated is too much for me. Phone rings maybe once a day. Sometimes I don't feel like talking. Sometimes I do. Women visitors are rare. So if my neighbor down below heard heavy walking, it must be something in the pipes. I never walk. The wolf knows what he's doing. Sign the wolf. Unquote. Sometimes a letter is like a song. I must remember that. Now, third obligation, number 3, the telephone in the future. I must call up Isolde. Who is Isolde? Well, for now, Isolde, she's older, and the kid works at the bank. Then there's Buddy, and the dog's my life. Have I counted 4 things or 5? The singer learns to travel light is over. I do declare my love. I'll settle down. Isolde, I love you. I truly do. Let's retire after this one. We can live on what you make. Your income will be enough for both of us. And I will make you happy if I am home when you come home at night. And if I'm not, maybe it's worth the wait. Now I must call. Quote, hello, Isolde, it's me. I love you, etc., unquote. Click.
You cuckoo too, yeah, I cuckoo for you, well, I cuckoo for you too.
I love you like an old-time melody.
You cuckoo too, yeah, I cuckoo for you, well, I cuckoo for you too.
I love you like a dot, dot, dot symphony.
You cuckoo too, yeah, I cuckoo for you, well, I cuckoo for you too.
Music bringing back a memory becomes the time stops. Another treasury. I say, oh my. I say, what a shame. I say, what did I do? I say, who's to blame? I say, I love you, and then I call your name, and I say, I would do it again. I love you more than you could ever believe. I never would have thought there was so much love in me. Word carved in stone is everywhere stone crumbles. Word returns to air. I say, oh my. I say, what a shame. I say, what did I do? I say, who's to blame? I say, I love you, and then I called your name, and I say, I would do it again. Our love's supposed to burn eternally, like a fire inside, it like to burn a hole in me. Fire burns everything down to dust, consumes itself, captured, smothers us. I say, oh my. I say, what a shame. I say, what did I do? I say, who's to blame? I say, I love you, and then I call your name, and I say, I would do